Welcome to Bigfoot Society. It's Wednesday, which means it's time for another members-only episode for Patreon members and YouTube channel members. I've got a special clip for you that follows after this. This episode's pretty wild. Zach shares about how he saw Bigfoot in Southern Oregon. He flipped his Jeep and what happened. And then there's the stuff that happened in New Jersey by the Vortex area in the Pine Barrens. Consider becoming a supporter of Bigfoot Society and don't miss out on this members-only episode.
Black bear is probably like the biggest thing we have around here. And they're afraid of humans in my area. Like, it's heavily populated. So I'm not used to big, like, predators, I guess you could say. And the way she was speaking to me, she just kept pressing me for information that it would just seemed out of the ordinary. And then we started getting into that they have Sasquatch or Bigfoot that in that area. And it didn't cross my mind at the time, really. And then I'm thinking, what's stepping out onto the road that was two-legged? She just kept questioning me about color of fur and if I had seen eye shine, did anything reflect in my headlights? And it was just this, if we hit deer in New Jersey, it's like you hit a deer, it's a deer. But this was something very large. It's I don't know. It's just, to this day, thinking about it, it brings back anxiety and an anxiety of it. We're talking smashed windshield. I had possessions of mine strewn about the road. Like, I had my bicycle on the back on a roof rack or like on a back rack. And like that was all torn up. It was flat tire in the front. Like, it was bad. It was a bad accident. It wasn't just like a stop on the side of the road. And like, I've hit deer. Like, that's happened. But this was not like, something in me said, like, you need to swerve. Like, you need, like, you're going to hit this. And it's like, I want to say, like, almost like the size of a tree trunk stepping out onto the road. Like, it was not normal. It was not right. Like, it sticks with you. It sticks with you. You see something like this and it sticks with you.
The other thing that I was thinking of right off the bat was, so this older couple, did they just come out of nowhere, or how did they come on this scene?
When I was climbing out of the Jeep, it was literally like out of nowhere. It was they just pulled up. Like, they had just so happened to be traveling home. They pull out what they said. I think it was like a satellite phone, like something like that. Like we had no service, and they just pulled up, and it seemed out of nowhere. Like, it was like right place, right time for both parties.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, this Klamath Falls area, for listeners that might not be aware, so you're talking Southern Oregon, definitely nearby the border. But yeah, definitely you could be in some areas where you are way out there. No question.
They were like, what are you doing out here? They were puzzled. Like, it wasn't even just the accident. It was just a general, what are you doing on these roads? And like, this late at night, like, no one travels. What are you doing out here?
It's very interesting how you mentioned that they went right into the Sasquatch stuff, which was pretty cool.
Like, she wanted to know that the cop, like, really wanted to know specifics. Like, she was like, and that's when I mentioned that the fence is on the side of the road. That was brought up by the police officer. She was saying that there's no way anything was coming across the road. There's fences set up so that the wildlife can't come across the road.
Unless it can step over the fences with no problem.
That's what got my mind racing.
Just want to take a few minutes to say thank you to you, all my listeners, for listening to the podcast. Please take a minute to help out the show by subscribing on YouTube, making sure you hit the bell so you don't miss any notifications, and share the episode on YouTube with a friend. Also, if you're listening to us on a podcast, thank you so much. Make sure that you're subscribed, share the show with a friend. Really, it's all about sharing the show wherever you can. If you've had a Bigfoot encounter related to the following or know someone who has, please reach out to me at bigfootsociety@gmail.com or pass on my email. Here's the list. All right, I'm going to use this space this week to announce that I'll be at the Sasquatch Summerfest in Oak Ridge, Oregon as an attender. I won't be presenting or anything, but I'll be hanging out, trying to interview people that have had Bigfoot encounters. If you're from the Oak Ridge, Oregon area or surrounding and you've had a Bigfoot experience, please contact me directly, bigfootsociety@gmail.com. Also, Priscilla was nice enough that if you get your tickets through SasquatchSummerfest.com and use code BigfootSociety, you can get 50% off the cost of your tickets, which is a big amount. So code Bigfoot Society to get 50% off your tickets, SasquatchSummerfest.com, and helps out the podcast as well. A special thank you to all the Bigfoot Society Patreon and YouTube channel members. It's your support that helps keep the show going, and I extremely appreciate it.